record to this computer. So I've started recording. Hello, my name is Joe. And this
My
is
name is Chris.
My name is Doug from Clapham District.
So today we're going to be talking about the cafes and special diets. So that's just the housekeeping. So we are recording. If you want to talk, you can talk. If you want to mute, you can mute. Yeah, you've done it. We've done this before. So session outline is introducing the cafe takeover, and the special diets team. So the cafe is called Ambrosia, Food of the Gods, fitting in with our myths and legends theme. You got us two dressed up in costume in the corner there. So it's going to be a nice, cozy cafe with real coffee, iced coffee, nice cups of tea, homemade biscuits and cakes, toasted sandwiches in the evenings, quizzes, board games, all your fun camp cafe things.
We will be open like in the mornings, not during meal times.
Yeah, we're going to be closed during meal times because it's a fully catered event. So we're not serving meals, we're just serving snacks and things like that.
Okay.
But we are running the takeover Ambrosia Cafe, which means that venture groups will be able to take over for a day. So I've got a little spiel here. So have you ever dreamed of running a cafe? If only for an afternoon, then at Takeover Venture Camp Cafe, we're giving you and your group the chance to operate the cafe for one day, creating anything you like, from cakes and mocktails to pizzas and popcorn. After a successful day, you can hand in your apron and enjoy all the other offerings that Venture Camp has in store for you. Venture Camp is inviting groups of venturers and DFs to take charge of the Ambrosia Cafe for the day. We're looking for teams of 4 to 6 people to run the cafe. You'll prepare food in the morning, sell baked goods in the afternoon, and hot snacks in the evening. You will have the opportunity to pair this with any cafe program you might want to organize. Which is a little step into program for us. We've never done that before, have we?
Yeah. So we're letting venturers be adventurous and think of interesting things that they might want to make and sell in the cafe.
We currently have 2 venture groups who have submitted applications. They are Sterling and is it Bromley?
Yeah.
There
are a few more slots.
There are a few more slots. We don't have to fill them all. It makes less work for me. But, you're welcome.
Hey, yeah, I'll inform them about that one. Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. It should be a fun activity for people. Currently, we have someone wanting to carve melons into various things.
Oh, yeah.
Monsters.
It sounds amazing.
Creatures.
I'm not entirely sure how you're going to sell it in a snack-based form, but still.
We'll work it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our cafe, which is
nice.
Also
from the cafe, we will be running a few things, advertising and asking questions about Camp 100 that is happening in 2025, announced quite recently. We are part of the KP team for Camp 100. So if you have any questions about future events, food accessibility, your thoughts, feelings, things you would like to see, things you wouldn't like to see in terms of food, like it'll be a great place to come. And the people working there, me and my brother and a few others, are all part of the team. So we'll be happy to have a little chat about that.
Yeah, I take it that there's sort of still a peanut blanket ban, so no peanuts whatsoever. Do you have that ban?
Yes, there will be a nut. It will be a nut-free event. Yeah, probably definitely not free.
Yeah. Sorry.
Anything else on the cafe, Chris?
Come along. It'll be a lovely little place.
Come along. have a coffee,
That's great.
spend some
Yeah.
money.
Have a chat.
Yeah, have a chat.
And will that be tied in? Is there a radio station or something happening?
There is a radio station.
Will
is
that
there?
be piped into in the
That's a
cafe?
good question.
Yeah, we will try and do that.
So we'll probably have amplified music,
That's good.
marginally amplified music, and like radio and various things.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, depending on what we're feeling, what the vibe is at the time. Mostly lo-fi, I think.
Do you know who runs that? Runs the radio there?
I'm not sure who's running the radio this year,
Very
but
good
I think they do
question.
have a team for it.
Is it possible to bring sort of like podcasts or recordings for them to play? Would they
I'm
do
sure
it?
they will take suggestions.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
They're always interested in program, and I'm sure there'll be ways of getting involved and contributing to the radio. Should be running throughout all of camp and across camp, so you can bring your own radios and listen to it. So yeah, but please, think about what you can contribute to the radio.
Yeah, they stream it on a band wave, don't they? So you can just tune into that band and pick up the radio station.
That's good.
There's the radio coordinator is called Tyler. I don't know how you get in contact with him, but if you info at Venture Camp, then I'm sure they can pass that message on.
Good.
So, special diet team, which is a new thing that I'm excited about. For those with special dietary needs, the fear that these requirements will not be met can be a major barrier in deciding to come to camp, as organisers would continue to improve and make venture camps as accessible as possible. Health conditions and dietary restrictions should never prevent someone from feeling included and welcome in the woodcraft. So the core menu team, that's the core KPs who are like making the main menu. The core menu has options that can cover 95% of campers. They are there's a full vegan menu, a vegetarian menu, an omnivore menu. The entire camp is nut free, and there are gluten-free, dairy-free, soya-free, egg-free, and pork-free options. So, like, we're taking the special dietary team is taking the 5% that the 95% doesn't cover.
Okay, you say pork free. Is it going to be? It'll be a vegetarian camp, isn't it? Meat free?
I don't think so. I think we have included like omnivore choices. I haven't checked into the menu. But
we're really pushing on this camp to encourage people who might eat meat in their daily lives at home to use Venture Camp as an opportunity to try out a vegetarian or a vegan diet, because it is all catered for you. You don't have to do any thinking. You don't have to worry about how you're going to feed yourself or what you're going to make. And so for these people who might not have tried a lot of vegetarian or vegan meals, we're really like take the opportunity, make this a new experience for you, and go vegetarian and vegan just for a week, and you might find something you really like.
Oh yeah, that's good because I think Common Ground seem to be vegetarian, and the other camps, I've been to Lurgus Shoal and that's in Sussex, and most of them are all meat free. So yeah, good. I don't mind.
Yeah. So in the booking system, you can check the option to like be vegetarian, even if you're not in your regular life, but you want to be vegetarian on camp. That is more than fine. There's about 50-50 between omnivores and the rest at the moment on the camp, which is much different to the wider society, which I think is really beneficial for woodcraft. Okay, so the special diets catering team. So this team works one-to-one, providing custom food and alterations to the core menu. So we're targeting lots of different categories, but anyone, adult or child, can refer themselves to us, and or they can be referred to a KP who's like struggling to cater to somebody. So the big one is combination allergies. They're a major challenge for KPs in finding substitute ingredients. For example, a vegan with a soy allergy can't eat the meat-free sausages, and yet the alternative can't be eaten by the vegan with a pulses allergy. So we're never going to find something that can fit everybody. So individualized menus are the only option when we're dealing with such large numbers of people. So these next three are like medical conditions that we're going to be relying on, like what your doctor has advised you to eat, essentially, and we're going to help you manage that on camp, which is
these are a few diets that we've come across on previous camps, and we really want to use VentureCamp as a way of working out how we can facilitate these and make these people feel comfortable on our events, regardless of whatever their diet is.
Yeah.
So we've got.
Sorry. Yeah. So this is not to do with is this to do with the cafe or the main catering?
So this is to do with the main catering. Yeah. So the special diets team will be doing the main meals. So
the KPs are taking control of like most of the menu. They will have a set menu, and we're ordering all the food, providing it to the KPs and villages. But alongside that, we are going to be working with the central KPs and the village KPs to find people who have diets which might need special attention, might need a particular type of food which isn't catered for by the main KPs. And we want to really ensure that these people don't feel they're separate from their village.
Yeah.
They don't feel that they're not having the village aspect of a camp, of cooking and eating together with your villages and your district. We want to try and make this camp as comfortable and as usual for whatever your diet is. So yeah, this is separate from the cafe. It's another thing that we're going to be doing, but we will be spending a lot of our time in the cafe. You can come to the cafe if you have any queries or requests. If you come to camp and you find that the menu as it is isn't fitting your needs, then we will be available to try and facilitate and give you options that fit you better.
That's good. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, but I'm someone who I could probably eat everything. I mean, that's nothing against other people who have dietary needs, but I can whatever.
Yeah, so you're easy. You're easy. The central
you're amongst that
no
95% that is very easy to deal with.
But of course, no, it'll be interesting to see dietary needs. It is. I didn't realize all these allergies of pulses and things. Yeah, wow. Yeah.
You'll be surprised. So Joe, show us the three types of diets.
Yes. So these are three medical diets. So we have elimination diets, which is a diet that involves temporarily removing certain foods or food groups from your eating routine to identify food intolerances or sensitivities. So it's when you don't know what you're allergic to. So you reduce down to like very bare minimum, eat maybe 5 or 10 things, and then slowly work your way up. And it presents a challenge for us because 2 months out from camp, their diet will be different to what it is on camp because it's a progression. So it can be something that happens a week before camp, which I've had, that they've gone down to 5 or 10 things, or it can be they're on an elimination diet now, but they're all right when they get to camp. So like,
Okay.
because it's a journey, we need to hit them at that point on their journey, which is why we've taken on this rather than leaving it to the KPs, because it's quite a difficult job.
Good challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
So then we have diabetic diets. So diabetic support is something that we've just started looking into. So we can provide glucose boosting snacks and drinks, and we can make nutrition information available if you need to do calculations for your insulin. But if anyone has any other ideas or like how we can support diabetics, then please let us know. And then the last one is like just your general gastrointestinal health conditions. So that can be like reflux, impacted bowel, IBS, celiac disease, liver disease. These all affect your digestive system in some way, and it can be like you can't eat acidic foods, or you can't eat spicy foods or hot foods, or textures, consistencies, all these different things.
If you need to eat in a certain time, or in a certain way, we'll
to fit with your medication schedule and things like that. So there's lots of different reasons why you couldn't just stick to the main menu. So we're trying to make sure that all these people are aware that they can come to us, and we'll try our best to support them in having a good time on camp.
Oh yeah.
And the last one is AFRID and autism. I never know how to say that. So AFRID is avoidant restrictive food intake disorder, which can be described as clinically significant form of fussy eating or selective eating. So while many people and adults have some level of picky eating behavior, AFRID goes beyond that to involve severe and persistent limitations in food intake that significantly impacts their physical and mental health. And many campers with autism spectrum disorder manifest these same things. So I've had children that like can only eat yellow or beige foods. I've had children that can't have foods touching on the plates. Like they can only eat like the brand. There's a term called safe foods, which is like because you're used to that food, you're aware of it, then because you're used to that food, you can take it. So you can only have Heinz ketchup. You can't have any other brand. Your only safe thing is Heinz ketchup, this particular brand of chicken nuggets. Anything else
taste like, you're comfortable with it.
It's off the table.
So it sounds like a cat. You know, I used to have only eat Whiskas. You know.
that is
so
pretty much
it's
so it
develop a taste, and something else doesn't. You know, of course,
yeah.
doesn't come to it.
So like we do want to say like it's not just like children who are fussy. If they are fussy, we do want them to try the main menu and like to get out of the comfort zone. But if it's causing them distress or like
or
anxiety
if
or
they're
panic
missing
attacks,
meals,
if they're avoiding food or missing meals or just not eating, like then we do want to resolve that, and it can be done at the village level by KPs directly, or it can be done by contacting us, and we can support you in that as well.
Also, if you're watching this and we haven't mentioned something that you might know about, or if you have more information or personal experience of being on camp and having one of these diets, maybe you've got a brilliant way of dealing with a certain intolerance or specialty diet, would really like to know how you work that out, how your methods, your secret recipes, your ways of like separating the food and like what things are good, what things aren't good, when dealing with these types of things. Like we would love to hear about it for Venture Camp and for many future events, which we hope to make much better.
That's good. You know something, it's just an idea, but sometimes it's maybe, you know, the person's probably convinced it's the food, but then another person can actually openly, without like baffling, they can convince them to eat something different. I think that happened with some young, it was a pioneer at Common Ground, and everyone was baffled how this person managed to get them to eat something else. But again, it's your skill. You need to. I don't know how to do it, but you can develop the skill, I suppose, if you're interested in that. Yeah, it's good.
We have definitely found that villages and districts that know their members, that have dealt with their diets before on smaller events or other events, or maybe even their parents, those are the best people to deal with them. They know what they're doing. They've done it before, and so that's why we really want to work with the KPs, with the districts, and not have a separate thing that would probably be more work and not as comfortable for the participants.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, it's interesting. It sounds like a good project, and yeah, good. And full support. Yeah, good. That's yeah. Because
Right.
kids probably do. Children do get stressed out about eating. Sometimes they do. Yeah.
I remember being young, going to woodcraft events, and not liking. I was quite a fussy child. There's a lot of things that I struggled to eat, and still, and so yeah, we're really looking to try and make this more comfortable, more accessible for everyone.
Good. Yeah, I like it.
Right. So if you're watching this and you have questions, please contact us. Um, uh, we're We'll be in the cafe, and we have the contacts below this video as well, which you can email. And yeah, that's like it.
It's good. Just another question, like about the radio. I was just thinking because what we're sort of doing, we're our venturers are doing a voice program and interviewing pioneers. So something like that would probably work well on a radio station, you know, about diet, I think. That might work.
Oh, could do, could do.
It might work, you know, like yeah, that sort of discussion over the radio. Well, it's just a thought anyway. Yeah.
It might be an interesting thing to have a few discussions about things like having meat on camps, or because that is a very contentious topic, and it's always interesting to have a little discussion about that. So I
Sorry,
might,
did you say meat? Did you say meat and
yeah,
camps?
having meat
Yeah.
on camps. If we had a little radio discussion about that, I think that would be great fun.
Yeah.
I talk for hours on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can, because you know something, I like my sort of fish and chips and chicken curry and all that sort of thing. But when I go to woodcraft and camps or
I'm going to
events,
end the recording now.
okay, all right, yeah, good.